Hello, this is group of Daniil, Grubich, and Alfarook, Saleh. In this video, we will go over assignment 2, where I will demonstrate how our robot moves and plays tic-tac-toe. First, let's create robot model by opening the hparameters file and clicking Test Robot Model. So right here, we created our test model, and the model can be controlled by sliders and buttons, like this. It also can be controlled by buttons here. Now let's connect physical robot and observe how it replicates the model. Selecting COM11. On the camera, you can see robot moves, and let's repeat the process of moving the sliders and clicking the buttons. You can see the robot replicates the movement of the model. Here's the reach of the robot. The pen can be also lowered to right. Let's move the robot to the position where there is a paper to write on. For instance, right here, we can click on this button so that the pen is touching the board, the paper. Now let's just simply move the pen by 10 millimeters, and you can see it accurately draws on a paper. We can return it to starting position to better see it, but first we need to erase it and turn it to starting position. You can see the robot drew it, whatever I set it to draw. The test model and robot can also perform some movements by drawing unique circles or crosses. For instance, let's try drawing a circle at the default location, and let's change the radius to 1 centimeter with 100 steps. Now let's create another circle, one that is bigger, so 1.5 centimeters with 150 steps this time. Now let's tell the robot to draw a cross. Length refers to radius of the cross. So let's make it 1.5 centimeters with 7 steps. Oh no, 15 steps. Now let's also draw a grid in the same location, with the height and width being 5 centimeters. Now let's return the robot to starting position to better see the shape being drawn. So you can see exactly the picture. If we zoom in, that's the shape that was drawn by the real robot, and it's in the simulated model.
Now we will demonstrate a game of tic-tac-toe against the robot. During the interim, the paper was replaced with a fresh copy to play on. To begin the game, we must create a robot model to use for tic-tac-toe. The player will be asked whether or not to connect an Arduino, because this game can also be played virtually. We will connect an Arduino using COM port 11, which is already there by default. In this case, we are hit with an error because our Arduino is already connected, so we must restart the program to reset the connection. We have to set our pre-optimized DH parameters using a file to define our robot. Now we can play tic-tac-toe. Let's try connecting the Arduino. As you can see, the Arduino has connected successfully. We will choose to play with crosses for this game. After selecting the symbol you would like to play with, the robot automatically starts drawing the grid. Looking at the terminal on the left, the app has automatically decided to allow the player to go first using a coin flip function. This robot has an intelligent algorithm called Minimax that will always choose the best move. With this algorithm, there are only two outcomes to this game of tic-tac-toe. Either the robot wins, or the game ends in a draw. Because it's the player's move first, the player can select any button in the 3x3 button pad above the terminal to select a cell in the tic-tac-toe grid. We will go with the middle cell for our first move and finalize our decision by clicking the Make Turn button. Now it's the robot's turn and we will get to see the Minimax algorithm in action. As expected, the game has ended in a draw. The app will ask the user whether they want to play again or not. If we want to play again and the Arduino is connected, we must replace the paper with a new one. Otherwise, just click No. Thank you for watching.